BlaqSkooz Fools.
Watch out for the horn.
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 Hello, everybody. Welcome to the BlaqSkooz Fools show. And this is a great Sunday, fellas. What's going on, man?
What's good, man?
Yo, we're going to go with a freestyle Sunday, man. This is what I'm saying. You know, all you guys been getting on me about this guy getting killed by the police, man. And, in all honesty, man, all he had to do is let them put the handcuffs on him, man. He would be alive right now.
Hold on, what guy you talking about? Who are you referencing to? We had a lot of murders in the last week or two.
I'm talking about the one in Atlanta. You know who I'm talking about because we just talked about this a few minutes ago, man.
The one who was drunk in the driveway?
Exactly.
Oh, he fell asleep.
Drunk.
He was still in the line waiting to get something to eat, right? Yeah.
It doesn't matter.
Him, right?
Drunk, sober, what?
In the line, drunk. They tapped on the window 45 times, and then the police opened up the door, then tapped on him to wake him up, then told him, all right, just pull over here, put your car over there. So he walked away and went back to his police truck and had to go back over there because he went back to sleep. Come on, man.
So let me ask you this: does that warrant a death sentence for you because you sleep, because you drink and drive? Does that mean you shouldn't be able to make it home to see your family and kids?
Okay, so now we let him go on the road and he drive and he hit your mama that's driving in the car because he ran the red light.
I ain't say let him go. I ain't say shoot him either.
And I said, that's why I said if he would have just let him put the handcuffs on him, we wouldn't have this discussion.
How do you know?
Because you see it.
I don't think that's
right there.
Drinking and driving, that's against the law. But I don't think nothing warrants death unless, I heard about the story where he took the officer's taser. And it's certain things you can't cross certain lines. I'm not, like I said, I don't think anybody deserves to die, but when you cross certain lines, you asking for it, if that makes sense. I'm not saying he deserved it, but We already know how cops are. We know how we are. If you take certain people's items, they're going to shoot you. And then you don't have to be a cop. Like, real talk. I done seen people die for less. I've seen people die. Go ahead.
Well, what's crazy is when I look now, everybody's saying, you have to do more training hours to be a barber than a police officer. That is absolutely ridiculous. As a police officer, you have to have some type of restraint to me. 2, you know what you signed up for. Now, I see if this guy had a gun, I might give you the benefit of the doubt. The benefit of the doubt, but from what I understand was he was shot in the back, right?
Right.
So even if I took your stun gun and I'm going the other way, how do you shoot me in the back? Why you can't chase me down, wrestle me down? Why do I have to get shot in the back? That's true. If he was running away, that means he wasn't drinking and driving, right?
No,
but not while he was running.
Huh?
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. So you saying he would have been drinking and driving to hit your mother. I'm not saying, that he shouldn't have went to jail or anything, but what I'm saying is you don't deserve to die. You don't deserve to die.
If you were a cop, Bo, and you see somebody reaching for your belt, what's the first thing you're going to do? Are you going to tackle them? Or, I don't know what cops think. I don't know what goes through the mind of a police officer. I don't know how they're in situations, but I know they have weapons on their belt. I know they have guns on their belt. They have all kinds of weapons. But if you're going towards a cop and going after their belt, what do you think is the protocol? Like, do you know any cops, like, what do you think they're supposed to do if you're rushing at them, going for their weapon?
First of all, is it 1 or 2 of y'all?
It's 2 of us.
It's two of them.
Right.
So the other one should be on guard, right? But I'm saying
he should have shot him.
No, all this conversation. Did somebody get shot in the back or not?
I'm talking about when he initially went for the other cops, belt. He went for his weapon. Do you think?
He grabbed his stun gun.
But you don't know what he's going for. Like when somebody's charging at you. That's why I'm asking. I'm just asking. Like,
could I suggest?
Hold up. He was running from him. He got shot in the back. So all that's out the window.
That's
he was
all
going
out
for
the
this or
window.
going for that.
Exactly. What are we talking about? But look, What's the favorite line? One of your favorite lines, favorite movie? Could I suggest using your nightstick, officer? You remember that? Trading places. It's a million things you could do. It's a million.
Right. There's a million things you could do, but then also he said the officer said he has my gun. Now at that particular time,
what gun?
That exactly.
Do you have time to react? Like
he didn't have time to say stun gun. He
So
just
how
said
he get
gun.
shot?
So now when you who
Or
get
was
shot?
it two different cops? One cop said
It was
he got
two
my
cops.
gun.
Exactly.
One cop said he has my gun, and the other cop shot him.
Exactly. There you go.
How do you
So
make
he
a
didn't-
mistake for somebody having your stun gun versus your real gun, and you a
First
cop?
of all, listen to me. When you yelling out as an officer and I'm your partner, and you say he got my gun, I don't have time to ask you, is it a stun gun or is it your handgun? You understand what I'm saying?
Well,
you
you
said
have
he got gun. So
you
when
have
I hear
time
that,
to
and
decipher.
me
You know the
running-
difference. They don't put the stun
Listen,
gun. They don't put the stun
got-
gun by the handgun on your belt.
Listen, I have
think
to
you-
go home to 2 kids. I got to
He do
survive.
too.
Right. I understand that. But guess what? He had a chance to be alive if he let them put the handcuffs on him.
I'm not giving no excuse. I'm not giving no excuse for his behavior,
He
but
could-
I've seen white people do way worse than he's done, fighting cops, hitting cops, and everything. And guess what they get do? Guess what happened? They get taken in the squad car, probably almost close to unharmed, because they're taught to deal with us because we're supposed to be the violent ones. We're supposed to be the ones who, overreact and do things to police officers, and I just don't understand it. I watch countless videos. I see white people get to walk away. They curse at cops. They spit at cops. They tussle with cops, and guess what? They get to go home. But here it is, a black man. Yeah, he might be drunk a little bit. He might be intoxicated. He might be sleepy, but that doesn't warrant a death certificate on no day. I don't care if he's yelled, he got my gun. He got my gun, but you understand. I'm sure the stun gun and the handgun is not by each other. So you should know automatic. If you're not trained enough to know which side the brother done grabbed the gun from, if you that nervous and that scared, you don't need to be no police officer. That's what I'm saying. It's the training.
My thing is, we know the dude was wrong. But the thing is, we're giving this dude, the cops, a path of murdering someone just because he was wrong. It doesn't matter if he's wrong. You shouldn't get a pass for murdering nobody. You know what I'm saying? Especially if the cop is at fault. He's at fault. This dude had his back to him, and he shot him 3 times in his back.
That was the mistake that the officer made.
No.
The mistake was
Him in the
the
back.
mistake.
That was the last mistake he made. It was more than one mistake. That was the last mistake he made.
The mistake he made was discharging 3 shots. If he would have shot him one time, that officer would still be on the job.
So that means so as a cop, you don't think you understand the difference of what 1 shot to 3 shots would do? So the murder was intentional. Think about it. You just said it. If discharging,
that's why he got fired, though. That's why he got fired.
So he's a murderer. He was wrong all the way around. He's a murderer.
But
in that situation, I think they both was wrong though. Like,
oh yeah, I'm not giving the black man a pass for being intoxicated and not handling the situation correctly. But again, if he was beat up and took to jail, I might have said, "Oh, yo, you deserve that. You was wilding." But you don't deserve to die when you see, when you see white.
What colors were the cops?
They were white cops.
See, that has a whole nother element to it now.
Right,
it does.
But
now,
you see,
like, you
right.
know that.
But I sent you guys the video. It was a 41-minute video, and if you watch the whole entire video, you will sit here and be like, understand exactly what I'm saying. They gave him thousands of passes to try to get himself correct.
No, they didn't.
Then when they said, yes,
I don't think it was.
You didn't watch the. Okay,
I watched the
if
video,
y'all didn't,
but
so now what I'm saying is, he said he gave him an opportunity to blow into the device to see if he was drunk. He had a choice. The officer even asked him. Is that a choice?
Yo, blow into the tube. Is that really a choice?
It's a choice.
Yes.
If you don't, you automatically get locked up.
Yeah. So that's not really a choice. You don't have no choice. You're going to jail either way because you're drunk, or You're not.
But
you
you
know what I'm
gotta-
saying? Or you go ahead.
But you got a semi better chance to almost get off by not taking that breathalyzer test.
Man, he wasn't getting off
No,
regardless.
you're not getting off. No, what?
You're not
Once
getting
you
off
don't blow,
regardless.
you're saying that yes, I am wrong. I am drinking. Once you don't blow,
Okay, so then, all right, put it. No matter which way, if he blew into the breathalyzer test or didn't, they said, "I feel you are you're under influence. Turn around. We're gonna put you in handcuffs." They was about to put one cuff on him, and then that's when he resisted arrest. We would never have this conversation if he let him put the handcuffs on him. Now,
I disagree. We
if-
would never have this
if-
conversation if you didn't get shot in the back 3 times.
No, it didn't have to. First of all, you're talking about getting shot. Way before the shooting, you was going to get locked up. So now, where do we stop the story at? If he gets the handcuffs on, the story stops. If he don't get the handcuffs on and you swinging and you wrestling with the police, you're setting yourself up for something next.
If they let him go, let him run off without
You
shooting him. The
can't-
story. Let me finish.
no.
Let me finish. I'll let you finish. Let me finish. If you let him run off, you already got his ID. You go to pick him up later. The story stops. Also,
It don't work
you just
that way.
can't say
No,
okay.
Cop
no.
don't just let you run off.
So no. So it worked that you can murder someone. That's how it works.
But you're still going. But you're still going past the point that I'm talking
It
about.
should work that way.
No.
But you let
Listen,
him run off because you got his ID.
Exactly.
Let me
No.
ask you a question.
So you rather shoot someone in the back or let them run off and you can pick them up later? You rather murder someone or you let them run off and you can pick them up later?
No, I'd rather
Which one you
chase
rather?
him. I'd rather chase him.
Okay, chase them.
That-
Whatever you
yeah,
want
I
to
ain't
call
gonna-
it.
yeah,
Anything
I'll chase him.
besides shooting them in the back.
I'd rather you just let me put these cuffs on you and take you down to the precinct and do my paperwork.
Let me ask you a question.
I'd
Cool.
rather you not drink and drive. I mean, everything
Yeah.
you could rather everything. But the main rather, I'd rather you don't shoot somebody in the back 3 times.
Let me
We could rather all day. But the
Let me
thing is, you just can't blame the dude for wrong. You got to blame everyone, including the cops that shot him in the back.
So let me ask
Everybody's at fault. Go ahead, Bo.
Let me ask you this real quick, Cool. So
Oh.
if you're a cop, don't you think you trained, like, people who drink are intoxicated, right? Don't they act
Okay.
a certain way? Shouldn't you be trained to deal with that? Like, that's not something, like, I could see you say, hey, if they tested him and said, he had something, angel dust in the system or something that make you just probably ultimately strong. The brother's intoxicated, right? If you know that, you should be able to train to deal with that.
And the way they put the
But
handcuffs
see,
on,
I think they
stress to 'em.
they so super sensitive right now. Because like Coop said, they did give him several opportunities. Usually, if they suspect that you've been drinking and driving, you're going to
It wouldn't even
automatic, like right away.
automatic.
He was
Right.
both.
They gave them like too many opportunities. I think a lot
No.
of white cops are being super sensitive right now because of what's going on in the world.
If they
This
was
wouldn't even be
sensitive-
news.
if
This
they
wouldn't
was
even be
sensitive-
newsworthy if it was a black cop.
If he was,
No.
If it was a black cop,
if
it wouldn't
he-
even be on the news.
If they was giving him plenty of chances, he wouldn't have shot him in the back. If it's super sensitive,
It wasn't giving him chances. He had to wait for the other cop to come with the instrument from the blow. That's why it took so long. You got to watch the whole thing. The guy didn't
Okay.
have the equipment
He
from the
called-
blow.
Exactly. So we waited for him to come. That's fine. And that guy took over and he asked him several questions. He asked him to walk the line. He didn't do that correctly. They
And
asked
that's
him
what you're
to put a
supposed to
foot.
do.
Listen
So
to
he's
me.
not giving him a
He asked
chance.
him. Because after you mess up on that, you're supposed to turn around and get handcuffed. He still gave him.
It's a procedure they have to follow. You have to go through the whole thing.
I don't
You
have to.
Fellas, good conversation. Let's take this quick break and come right back. Let's take this quick break and come right back.